All right. We got all the audio going through, and we do. Looking good. All right. Got this group rolling out, nice and tight. See if we can get some shares out to our partners here. Should be good to go. Welcome to Endurance Lab, single leg and cadence drills. So get yourself warmed up. Got a nice warm up coming up here. For those in the Discord channel, good morning to everybody. Thanks for joining in.
Morning.
So one thing to note as we've got, we're warming ourselves up. If you are on a single leg power meter, you're gonna need to make adjustments here. Also, the other adjustment to consider is as we clip in and clip out, to make sure that you are taking into consideration the time to clip in to clip out to keep us within the group. So the workout will ask you to move from one leg to the other, and we'll have you hit a power target. Good thing about our group workout module is it'll keep us together as long as you're still moving. So keep the pedals moving, stop for a second, clip in, keep pedaling. Should be able to keep us all together here. The alternative would be, is you would lighten the weight on one side. For example, if we were focusing on the right side, we'd make sure that we're putting good circled efforts, even pressure on the right leg, and trying to leave that opposite leg kind of dead. And so that'll allow you a nice balance. If you in fact are having trouble hitting the targets today, the target wattages are not our target and are not our focus today. More so, it's getting the drills taken care of. So keep that in mind. You may not hit your wattage targets. You may need to change gears a little bit, but it will allow you to get the work done that we're looking to get done here. Has anyone tried this workout before? Anyone have any issues or excited to do it again? Silence from the Discord channel.
No, I did it yesterday, I think, actually.
Very nice.
It's
What a surprise! Wags has to be first.
no, I just had to move my schedule around. The interesting thing I dealt with was getting things to work with just having a left-sided power meter.
Right.
And the issue is that Zwift wants to auto-pause the workout when your power goes to 0 and your avatar stops.
Right.
But I didn't want that to happen when I was doing my right-legged drills, so I actually ended up yesterday using my cycling computer, so I used my Wahoo Bolt to run the workout since it wouldn't auto pause when power went to 0, and it would still give me the timers I needed to run the workout. So
very cool. No, I think that's great. So the alternative would be to move over to Z Power, but obviously is problematic for those riders on classic trainers. So something to watch out for as well. So whether you're riding Z Power, left crank. So today I'm on the Cyclops hammer. I'm in the same situation as Justin here. So I've switched over to the hammer, which is a little bit off, but we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna work with it. We're gonna see what we can do.
Well, and the power targets for this workout are not that important. So it's really more of the skills you're working on. So if the power's 10% off, it doesn't even matter. It won't be that far off.
Exactly. Good morning, Taya. Good morning, Eric. We just got this workout going. We're doing single leg drills. For those on the live stream, I've got my overhead cam, so this could be super interesting, or I may end up on the ground. So we'll see.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, go ahead. What was that?
What are we?
Batman, you're cutting out.
Live stream.
Still cutting out, bro. Good. All right. All right. So again, just some reminders. If you're just joining in now, today we're going to be working on single leg drills and cadence drills. I know it's tough. We've got wattage targets on the screen, but really important to take into consideration what we're getting done today. We're trying to get our skills in, trying to get that taken care of today. Us as coaches have decreased and changed most of the targets here to make them pretty non-consequential. You should stay within somewhat close to where we're trying to get you to. So it's really just a matter of getting the workout that you need to get in, the skills work that you need to go. Good morning, Quan. Thanks for joining in. The wattages are so different. Oh wait. Yeah. All right, we got this all shared out. We've got a nice big group. I think we got 25 or so, just under 30 riders. A lot of these riders being in an endurance lab. We got Andy here, we got Tex, Yerky, John, Justin just finished the workout from yesterday. Got Kevin here, Shane, welcome. Quan just jumped in, no late join to this ride, unfortunately. I've got Victoria. Super early for a lot of us. Thanks for joining us if you made it. Erwin on the live stream, good morning. Thanks for joining in. We've got single leg drills coming up. So get nice and warm, get nice and comfortable. We're gonna be here for a bit, just under an hour now. We're gonna get some work done. So I'm just reminding the riders in the module here that power is not the focus of the workout. And if you are on a left crank only power meter, that you need to take that into consideration. At this point, you just need to make sure you are continuing to pedal. And the way you'll do that is keep yourself dialed in, clipped in, but just change your focus, your mental focus on one crank or the other. You may need a gear or two here if you're on a classic trainer. If you're on E or G, you're gonna need to dial this in also. So, let's see, right behind me actually. There is a percentage FTP bias there on the bottom left. Change that up and find out what works. If in fact you feel that is too high and that you feel like it's bothering you that the power number is red, bring it down. So even right now, I'm fighting my wattage is like 20 plus watts off, just because I'm using my trainer power versus my power meter. So unfortunately, just the name of the game. All right, so we're just about to get to our final bump here. This final bump is just around 95% of FTP. To really open up those legs, we'll get a minute of real easy spinning here. All right, if you have any questions here on the live stream, more than welcome to answer those. If you're here in the main voice, more than happy to answer those as well.
I have a quick question for you, Jason.
Sure, go ahead.
So if I'm looking at the leg pressure workout, and I see it in a lot of workouts. The kettlebell seems to be very useful.
Right.
If I were to get one in a certain weight, do you have any recommendation or kind of what weight would be good on a kettlebell?
So 25 is usually the beginning weight for males, and then anywhere from 15 to 20 for females is a good place to start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just see what you have, but really nothing over.
Well, come on.
What's that?
In kilos as well.
In kilos.
Okay.
So 25 pounds in kilos.
Divide by 2.2.
Yeah. So that's 11.3398 kilograms.
Yeah, find that one.
So 11 kilos. And then for females, that'd be 20, about 9 kilos. So for those out there, hey, that's actually an easier number. Hey, they might have something with that metric system, huh? All right.
Nah.
So someone has a kettlebell that they can adjust the weight. That's really interesting. If you don't
it must have like an attachable base that you can switch through properly.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So there's that. And then you can also use a dumbbell, which is fine. Some of the workouts you can also use a plate if you have barbell plates. And then you can also use home items. A gallon of milk with water in it should weigh just under 10
pounds.
Yeah, just under 10 pounds. Yeah. It's about 8 something. Erwin asked about he switched his tires to winter tires, and he can't get to sweet spot on the trainer for the tension. So it sounds like you're on a Z power, Erwin, is that right? Versus a power meter. So I don't think you need to deflate the tire. So in the case of our kinetic trainers that we have also, getting tension on the rear tire is key. The right amount and equal amount every time is super important also. So keeping that in mind. If you have a power meter, it doesn't matter. It just needs to make sure it doesn't slip. So you have constant tension. All right. Who is that? We got Endurance Lab commenting. It's usually either Mitch or Ian. Oh no! Water jump! Short rest here. Keep those legs moving. Alright. Remember, the right legs first. So remember, hold on. So if this goes right, it should go right, both feet, left, both feet, right, both feet. Kind of like dancing. Oh, good morning, Taya. All right. All right, so let's keep that right leg going here. Steady circles here. Just keep those cranks turning. Good job. And then get ready to unclip. So we're both feet now. All right, here we go. Got the first one down. Thanks for joining in. Here we go. We're on our left leg here. Keep those cranks moving. Steady, steady circles here. Nice. Good job, guys. This one's gonna be a loud Discord chat today, just with clippers going in and out. 3, 2, 1. Clip in. There you go. Nice and smooth. Nice job. All right, we'll go to the right. Unclip the right foot. Oh, did I miss one? I started on the wrong side, maybe. I don't think I can do this at 90, Eric. Let's see. Yeah. Not bad, guys, not bad. All right. Have to get back on. Oh yeah, a little bit better. So my left leg definitely much more smooth, much easier to move. Is Jason on a different switch account? No, I'm on the same one. Oh, Taya says she has inserts for her kettlebell that allows her to get different weights there. That's really interesting. But Erwin, I hope we answered your question there about the pressure on your pedal. All right, hopefully you're getting the hang of this. You notice I'm not worrying about the stars. It's not a power-based workout. We're looking at this being just a workout for for us to focus on skills here. I'm just close enough to be able to put my foot on the ground, which helps. Otherwise, I'd be kind of floating. I used to be able to put my foot on my classic trainer, a little bit taller. It's not a good place to put my leg up on for the Cyclops hammer here. All right, right foot back in, nice and smooth. Nice job, everybody. This reminder definitely could be frustrating to the riders in, but everyone in this group workout is working out and getting through this. Definitely a skill that can be useful. Really only done this a handful of times, much more in the off season here, but definitely helping with activating those muscles that allow us to do this. Activating the little tiny muscles that are responsible for keeping that stability of that leg. Same thing with a lot of the strength workouts that you'll find off the bike and then in the endurance lab. You'll find that they activate a lot of things that you didn't know existed. But also if you're a cyclist, it's muscles that we don't focus on or use a majority of while we're on the bike. Hence, absolutely. Yerke makes a comment here about helping a lot with your power output, evening out your power, allowing your legs to share the work evenly or more evenly, especially late in a race, can make a difference. You'll find the dead spots in your leg very, very quickly, and something you can work on to make it nice and even. All right, so we're actually in a rest period here. We're at 180 watts, nice and easy. Spin it out. I'm asking out on the live stream here, which leg, So, Stefan asks, how come so many lab riders are with me today when he has the leg crusher on his schedule? So what the coaches are trying to do is offer the cycling on the bike workouts.
My reasons, because I've got a Christmas night out tonight and I'll be no crushing nothing tomorrow.
There you go. So,
I've moved mine because I'm in Naughty and doing a race on Saturday.
yeah.
So my SST's moved to Thursday.
Yeah, so remember that the coaches put workouts separated and laid out on the week as suggestions, but not written rule. If you do want to separate strength workouts by a day, some of the cycling workouts could be done back to back, but ideally separated. So like I was saying, the coaches are trying to demonstrate or give a chance for riders to do this midweek workout all throughout the week. So you could do your SST in the middle of the week, join Mitch at the end of the week to do this with him. So just some variability. One of the things in the lab we're trying to teach or trying to instill into the riders is that you can do some of your own planning as well. Understanding what the focus of the workout is important, and making a decision based on your weekend rides, how you feel with your off the bike training, and how that could all help you. So definitely things can be variable. All right, we're getting into our second set here. About a minute or two, make sure you've got water in you. Not a super difficult workout, but more so a skills. Morning, Brandon. Brandon says, I'm only able to maintain 75% of my 20-minute power for 60 minutes. For my 60-minute power, what type of intervals should I train to bring that up to 85 or 90? Let me gather that. So as a portion, okay, I got it. So what he's saying is that at 20 minutes, let's say his 60-minute power was 100, he's able to maintain about 75 watts or 75% of that for his 20-minute power. So let's see, 60-minute power. So looking to raise that to 95 or 90%. I think it'd be function of the power curve, essentially a curve that describes what your power targets are. If you were in fact to raise that 20-minute power to 85 or 90% of your 60-minute power, I would also encourage an FTP test that would raise, or an on-the-road test that would predict your 60-minute power to be probably also a little bit higher. But with the main question being, how do I raise that power at the 20-minute zone to higher? That zone specifically is very high anaerobic, with the intervals being around 20 minutes. So long intervals, anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes at around 110% of your current FTP is what you can use. All right, we're going left leg first here.
Was he asking how to make his 60-minute power closer to his 20-minute power?
I think opposite. He wanted to bring his 20-minute power higher and closer to his 60 power. Because currently it's only 75%. Wait, hold on. No, you're right. So he wants to maintain.
Yeah, he wants to.
Yeah. So either way,
he needs a longer. I think. How I would answer that is looking to increase your time to exhaustion.
Right.
TE, which typically is going to be a function of your CTL. So if you can increase your CTL systematically over time, you should be able to start to see you hold that your threshold for longer and longer. Something a lot of us get trained is we think our FTP is this magic 20-minute or 60-minute number,
right,
when in actuality, there's two parts to that. You have a threshold power number, and there's a time associated with it. And as you train, those two change, both your threshold power and how long you can hold it. Absolutely.
So, yeah, really great answer by Justin. Yeah, oppositely answered. But yeah, I think that's what we were going for. That's really good. So just to clarify some of the things that Justin mentioned, CTL is a function of about essentially how much you ride and the intensity you ride at. So as you ride at a certain intensity for a certain length of time, you'll get what we call stress. That stress accumulated over time will give you what's called your CTL, or your chronic training load. So simply said, rating intensity over time will increase your ability to hold that power for longer, essentially allowing you to not get exhausted, left leg, to not get exhausted earlier, or more easily understood as having better endurance, essentially, at the long end of a race. This mixed in with things like muscular endurance, being able to put pressure on the pedals for long periods of time, and those muscles not fatiguing, can definitely make a difference also. Really good question.
One quick blurb. Okay. We're actually going to go into detail on CTL today on What's Up with Power.
There you go.
That starts in 45 minutes on the Zwift Live by ODZ channel.
Right.
Jason, would you not say like doing sets of increasing SST work?
Yes.
Like in the lab, you've got those ones that started just doing say 6, 7, and they work up to like half an hour.
Yeah.
Intervals of SST.
Yeah.
That would probably be.
Yeah, so definitely.
Something that would be very helpful to bring up your hour kind of power.
Absolutely. As you get into the long end of SST work, it's definitely advantageous. Definitely bang for your buck. Brandon says longer, harder rides. Not necessarily harder, because don't forget, if you decrease the intensity but increase the duration, you'll still get the same effect of increasing your load, your training load, essentially. Why am I always backwards? Right.
But you do need to train the ability to go that long.
Correct.
You can't just say, yeah, CTL, increase CTL. You've got to increase it in the right way, surely.
Right.
Yeah, you have to be able to
like
increase it slowly.
Really good, because he's worked his 20-minute power. He now needs to work on his higher duration of power, maintaining that for longer.
Yeah.
Which will obviously kick up the TTE.
time to exhaustion. Yeah. We are on our left leg, everybody. Andy's doing far too well to speak like that during this.
So to give a little bit of a perspective on the CTL number for Brandon, the most it's recommended to really increase your CTL in a given week is like 6. So I don't know. I guess how many CTL would you need to increase to get a longer TTE? I don't have a good answer for that, but you know, I'd say if you were to systematically increase your CTL by, 20 or 30, you should definitely start noticing, big changes in how long you can do workouts, how quickly you can recover, and just, sustain those longer SST workouts or longer races, things like that.
Absolutely. So yeah, Brandon, definitely reach out, stay on 45 minutes. We're gonna have a speaker on. I think it's from, who's speaking today, Justin?
Taylor Thomas.
Taylor Thomas. Awesome. All right, we've got our next question here on Facebook Live. Is there any reason we couldn't or shouldn't sprinkle easy rides? All right, easy rides throughout the weekend or the lab. Yes. So remember, for all the lab riders, the schedule you got, think of it as the foundation of the week. Trying to catch my breath here. Think of it as the foundation of the week. It allows you to identify what the key workouts of the week are, whether they be skills or strength exercises. All right, let's ease this up a bit. All right, so definitely adding things like endurance paced rides. For example, on Thursdays, we have a long-standing ride called Wagner's Wagon that goes for hours, and you could easily do 100K or more in your zone. We have a calculator that can help riders make sure that they're riding their endurance pace zone during this, so that way you're getting the workout that's intended for you. So definitely check those out. We also have the weekend rides, which on Sunday run for a good 5 or 6 hours that you can jump on. So if you need more information on these rides, check out teammodeeasy.com. But just understanding what your endurance pace is, you could really jump in on any ride and get the workout that you need by riding in that zone. Understanding this is what I'm here for, this is what I'm working on, and this is what I'm looking to do. For some of it's just get on, put the numbers on a post-it, and catch a movie while you're riding, then that's what you do. So, but definitely sprinkle that in. And we'll be rolling out some more information on how you could tailor that from week to week, because you're gonna wanna increase that from week to week also. So for example, if you have X amount of hours or X amount of stress, which we'll introduce as well over this first week, you'll wanna increase that stress over the second and the third as we build over the 6 weeks. That would allow you an increase in what we just talked about, the chronic training load, as well as an increase in stress overall of the body, and still have what we call the recoverability, or the ability to do the structured workouts with good intention. Because the focus is so much off the bike work, the intensity of the workouts on the bike are a little bit on the lower side. So keep that in mind. But good question, Brent. If there's anything else, definitely bring it up in the forum. I'll bring a lot of these questions up during the coach's corner as well. Really good questions, everybody. Eric has an added point for Brandon's question. An excellent way to increase your time to exhaustion is to move work intervals until the end of your ride. Really good point. So let's say you're doing some SST or tempo, save that till the end of your ride on the way home instead of at the front of your ride where you're doing quality work. Brings up a really good point. So stacking workouts. So for example, if you have today, you have skills workout and you want to get some zone 2 in after this. So what you'll do is you'll get all this done, and then you'll drop in an SST workout, do a tempo ride, something right in that middle zone 3, and get that work at the end because your body's already stressed. Or let's say you do a short race or a coffee ride with like 1 lap of intensity, then you could stack that with SST work on top, allow you to increase that time to exhaustion where you're really asking the legs to work at the end. You could also build your workouts that way, where you do low zone 2, let's say, kind of endurance pace for the duration, an hour, 90 minutes. Then that last bit, that last block, like 30, 60 minutes, you bump it up into zone 3 and really ask the body to push that little bit. And that's looking at a 2-hour plus workout. You're finding you're really asking your body, even though the wattage targets may not be very high, it may be just a hair above zone 2 at the 1.5 hour mark or the 90 mark. Definitely can make a difference in increasing that stress that we talked about earlier. So okay, for 40 seconds to the next part of this workout, what we're gonna do for 20 seconds is we're gonna spin up. So it's not a standing sprint, it's just a spin up.
Can you hear me, Jason?
Yes, I can, go ahead.
Yeah. So should we be aiming for our highest cadence?
Yes.
Or should we just stay in the same gear that we're in now and spin up to a higher watts than the target? Or should we drop down the gear and try and get our spin ups to the target? Or just ignore the watt target?
Yeah, ignore the wattages. So just focus on cadence. Oh God. Hold on. So really important. Oh man. All right, so just making a couple notes. If it means you have to switch gears a little bit to go up or down, challenge yourself with the cadence, go ahead and do that. Don't worry about the wattages, just worry about the cadence and able to maintain that. If you end up spinning out, then go ahead and change gears if you need. And try to use both legs equally here. Ooh. Nice job, everybody. So really try to brace that core. Hold on to the bars. Push back so that you're not bouncing in the seat. You're starting to bounce, lose control, and we've gone too high. Really anything about 110, 105 will reach the intended focus of this workout. Right, I'm just trying to get anywhere from 15 or 20 RPM higher will really help here. Try not to bounce.
Any reason we shouldn't go higher than that?
You can. I know a lot of us can go even higher, but you'll get the desired effect with as little as 20 over. If you're able to go 30 and still not bounce and still stay steady, I think it's good. As I've done these workouts, been able to go from 115 to 120 to 125, especially after doing cadence drills, make a huge difference. Oh, I just got 2 more here. Here we go. Steady, steady. One more to the break here. They're just about there. Andy, Yerke says, come on, we're waiting for you.
Power drop. Let's get my cadence up, just power drop.
It happens. All right, last one. All right. Easy spin, nice and recovered. Get the water if you need it.
Morning.
Hey, good morning. What are you working on, Daquan?
Gut. Gut. Wait.
Gain might be set a little high.
Right there.
Breaking up just a bit.
Where does Jan work? What?
Who?
Where does Jan work? Oh, okay. Also free traffic, huh?
Are you
Go on,
on?
we can hear you. I'm talking to someone else.
New speed lanes. No.
Mute him! Mutiny!
No, let him
15.
do it.
Okay.
How weird. That was Quan Win on his drive home, drive to work. It's 0600 here.
What RPM was he doing?
Oh, it was Quan. He usually revved up
At
pretty
least
high. Pretty high.
3,000? 3,000?
Yeah.
Depends on how his transmission's working.
You've ever ridden in the car with Quan on the way to lunch? Let's just say we're never late for lunch when we go out.
And you're the racing driver though.
Yeah, I got my fix. The funny thing is my wife definitely drives faster than I do on the road, even though I've driven a lot faster on the track. Oh, pedal, pedal, pedal. I think my My trainer is a little too far from my Ant Plus dongle. I'm getting dropouts. That extra 2 feet and a second signal in between is not helping. So you need to take this chance to stand up, change gears, stand up, get a little bit of a break for your back end. This is a good time to do it. I'll remind everybody also in the So, for those just joining us on the live stream, welcome. About 17 minutes till completion of this workout. We started off this workout with single leg drills. We're pedaling singly with the left or the right leg. A little bit of rest in between. Then we moved into high cadence drills, which has us spinning for 20 seconds at our highest RPM that we're able to maintain. That's where we are now. About a minute or so into our next block of the workout, and then cool down. If you have any questions about what we're doing or the drills that we're doing, let us know. We're on here. Thanks for joining us live here on the Endurance Lab, Swift Live, and Team ODZ. Here we go. Just about a minute to go. I imagine ERG would make this workout pretty difficult, but maybe an added note to those riders to consider switching it off could be useful to making it a little less troublesome.
In some ways, erg works quite well for these because you can obviously spin up really high. It's just maintaining the 275 watts.
Gotcha,
So it's
gotcha.
actually quite good. But
It works.
you're not going to raise your watts to a silly level.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I guess since the interval's long enough, right? Gives enough time to adjust, so that makes sense. For whatever reason, my hammer is letting me go to any wattage, which I haven't figured out yet. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey there, Thomas. Yep, getting ready for What's Up with Power.
Just a handful left, everybody. Just about four in the bank. Really focus. You may find that you're not able to hit the cadence that you were earlier, and that's okay. Just spin it up to what you can. Here we go. So a lot of time changing gears may not be as effective as raising your RPM in that final bit as you get to the line. So if you're able to spin it up just that little bit more, you'll probably be able to hold that wattage longer than someone, let's say, trying to change gears and get on top of the next gear. We're just about there, folks. We got 2 left. Definitely should have fatigue in the legs. Small little muscles in the hamstrings, back of your legs, your glutes, your core. You should feel that all. One more. All right, last run. Really push this. 20 seconds. Get a good grip, a good base. Let's get this. Go. Five seconds. Nice job. All right. Got a nice reasonable cool down coming to you. Nice. Nice job, everybody. All right. Really interesting as I go around the corner there. All right, so we're starting to pull down here. Got about 10 minutes here left. Just giving you a little extra time if you need it. If you're ready to go after a couple, I'm more than happy to tab out. If you want to stay for the 10, stay for the 10. But definitely thank you for joining in, for all those riders that jumped in. Hope you're able to get some good information on the live stream. Thanks for joining us. If you're in this workout, you can go back, listen to a couple of tidbits. This workout is not an easy one, power targets could be deceiving. Your TSS and your stress score from this workout will be deceiving. But in fact, when you get off the bike just after this, you'll find that it is a very, very taxing workout that can definitely give you the fitness that you're looking for that edge for next season. So with that, I'm gonna leave everybody from the endurance lab here. Just 8 minutes to go on the cool down. We're gonna finish cooling down here, but if you've got a little bit more time, jump over to Swift Life by ODZ. We've got What's Up with Power coming up with Justin and Taylor Thomas, talking about CTL. And if you missed that, or missed any of our live shows like that, jump onto your favorite podcast app, search for the Endurance Lab, 3 words, and it'll get you connected to all the audio that you can listen to on the train or on the bus like Pat O'Neill is right now. So thanks again. And we will see everybody on our next live stream for Swift Live by ODZ and the Endurance Lab. Have a good day, everybody.